All right. Welcome, folks. We're live. Let's get warmed up with some checker deck. Send it. No, thank you. Not a real boss blind, at least, when we're playing on checker deck. But there aren't many, like, actual real boss blinds for this deck. You. Hey, Jimbo. Doesn't matter what suit we pick. Hey, welcome, Hyperion. Oof. I don't know if I already asked you this, Hyperion, but did you watch the winners finals of the Deathless Randomizer League? That match was outrageously good. Money? No money. Alright, let's keep forcing the lucky cards to hit. Straight flushes for cowards. I mean, it's nice that they're hitting it all, but I do like the, would prefer the money. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, I just happened to be around when Gino was streaming it. I think I maybe missed the first 40 minutes or so, but like the back half was kind of absurd. Alright. We're really good at drawing the lucky card and the straight flush as well, but I'm just going to keep not playing it because I want to. Alright, our money is in an okay spot. It's almost a really bad misclick. Alright, there's definitely a hermit in here, right? Oh, no, sorry, it's in here. I've lied to myself. Money? We're due one of these times. Barely. That's how probability works. Jimbo's back. Uh-oh. That's a good pickup. Eight. Well, we kind of want to death that exact 6, but... Okay, this is where we get the money, right? Okay. Also no Jupiters. And no Molt. I think we might be in trouble. I have to hit a 4 of a kind. And it probably has to be with the Jacks or the Kings with the lucky card. Which does probably mean we have to use this death on not the purple, which is kind of a bummer.
Well met.
13. It's not enough, right? Lizard Slayer, thank you for the 1 year. The one time we needed the molts. That's alright. You're betrayed by Banana once more. It would have been very funny had the money hit there. I do not disagree with that one. Oh. Okay. At least this one won't perish on me and leave me dead. Nor is it a banana that can break when I need it the most. Ramen, probably not it. I don't know how I feel about the voucher.
Well met.
Girl Kevin Durant, thank you for the 6 months in advance.
Well
Appreciate
met.
that. And Jake the Snake or something. Thank you for the 2. Alright, this may be... maybe justifies the voucher because we make up for the econ loss. You had to eat lunch with a Joker. Which Joker would you eat lunch with? Ramen. Why am I getting weird looks in chat? Just seems like a swell fella that I want to eat. Lucky cards aren't looking. The death of my fool. Oh, we're pretty good at getting the molds. Oh, my man. He's here. Here for a good time, not a long time. You watch the NBA, and if you do, who is your team? Watch a lot less than I used to. In part because I'm a Warriors fan. Oof. But when I watch now, I do like watching the Spurs play because of like the dynamic between Wemby, Castle, and Harper. Also, I was a fan of the Spurs back when like David Robinson and Tim Duncan were doing their thing. So, nostalgia and all that. Phaseless? No, we need the scoring. I shook Time Duncan's hand when I was 10. Was that like a watchmaker? Got him. Minor spelling mistake. Purple. Blue. Bad boss blind. Why would John Belatra do this to me? Ow. Ow. Coach Popovich fan? Yeah, that was like part of the draw as well, right? Less so during like the Kawhi Leonard era. Nothing against him. I think he's great. It's just like that's when the Warriors were on their historic run, so I was kind of preoccupied with that, you know? I'll take $15. We kind of need to get some scoring going to figure out like our long-term Joker situation. Sure. Maybe that'll be money positive at some point. Saddest, thank you for the bits. I'm a Thunder hate watcher for the pure reason I like the Seattle Supersonics. Go Spurs. Ooh. The old Gary Payton, Sean Kemp era. I can respect that. There we go. We got the money. Good old Sean Kemp and all, like 58 of his children or whatever. Well, we're going the opposite direction that our trading card wanted to go in. Become a Wizards fan? Do I have to? I mean, I guess they've got a pretty good pick this year, right? So what is it with, like... Hold on. I'm not a general manager in the National Basketball Association. But if I were, I think I would use the, like, brilliant strategy of just simply always trading for Anthony Davis so that I could guarantee that I would get the first pick of the draft. 100% success rate? How long are we really just stuffing for hologram? Sure, why not? Wizard's fandom is wonderful. You just need to accept that life can be both beauty and pain. Well, just like that other chatter, I don't know if I've like fully adjusted to them not being bullets. Right? Like boomer take, I know. But they didn't like consult me in that decision at any point, and I'm a little offended by it. Okay. I didn't want to fully commit because I think this might have killed me. If this is one situation where the brainstorm would have been better. But I do, like, this is more than the hologram is doing right now if we were to sell out of it. We probably could have gotten away with it, though. Did you ever play basketball? Yeah, I played up until high school, and then I quit to focus on baseball, and then that summer I grew like six inches, so. It was the right decision, though, because I was just better at baseball than I was basketball. What situation is Brainstorm better than Blueprint? I don't know. Someone should speak on that. Okay. That last little bit kind of stressed me out some. Boss blind could be a problem. Boss blind is almost certainly a problem. Maybe I shouldn't have been so greedy in taking the magic trick. Because we are almost certainly dead. Brainstorm is only better during Amber Acorn. Okay. You're the expert. We might be dead here.
Well met.
Maybe the ice cream saves. Hex, thank you for the 4. The ice cream might actually save. The ice cream saved. Not in the way I was expecting it to, but it definitely did a lot there. Whoops, minus $1. I was expecting it to save when we played like hands that weren't a flush, not when we played the flush hand. Yeah, people do just kind of be losing their minds anytime they see double blueprint even in them. When it's like a run that's just kind of scraping by. It could be doing a lot better if I had like not been too greedy about the hologram though. But because we do have such a small deck, there is like potential for a pivot, is why I'm choosing to be greedy. But as we often say, context is not chat's strong suit. Or understanding context is not chat's strong suit. Blueprint is only as good as your best joker. Right now, our best joker is 1.75. We could do better than that. That was a waste of money. Nice. What's in here? The two suits we don't want. Incredible. Wait. That second one is a Murphy emote? Is that a new Murphy emote? How have I never seen this before? It's glorious. Wait, we need one of those, but it's like Jimbo. Like, who doesn't want an emote of Jimbo twerking on it? Throwing that jester in a circle? Exactly. I'm just saying, Jimbo would dominate the twerking competition. There's no doubt in my mind. I mean, we could just gamble here, right? Welcome back. Nothing really matters, since we're just, like, leaning into the deck bloat at this point. Stop giving me reds. What's your problem? Belatra turning me into Joe McCarthy in real time. Blank. We do have 2 open Joker slots already. Okay. Level 33 flush. What does this world come to? Alright, we need money to roll for jokers. How good is erosion here? Is the ramen we were talking about? Great time for that. Colty, thank you for the bits. Overflowed my toilet and they say flush on scale. Sounds like a skill issue. More purple, I guess. Top 10 Bellatra player would have taken erosion. True. No, no. No. Oops, I rolled too hard. A top 10 Bellatra player wouldn't have done that. Okay. More time to figure out what we want to do here. Let's just sell this. We're beating the billions, right? Sure. Maybe if all the Joker offerings weren't garbage, we'd be able to find something. And maybe if our deck didn't have 62 cards in it. Wait a minute. Purple. Cool.
Well met.
Turkey bacon, thank you for the prime. What am I, Walter White on his 50th birthday? Disgusting. I can feel Bloodstone coming. You might, want to find a new way to phrase that. I suppose it's better than the first way you typed it out. Burning Man? Okay, what's immolates? That's what we need. I guess that's the opposite of immolate. X Pimpy. Imagine how hard you could have thrown with that onk. It's 2. Or I could have thrown just as hard by taking the Wraith as this kind chatter's lamenting. I may not be a top 10 Bellatra player, but I'm not a complete buffoon. Your Hearthstone videos helped me get to gold? I'm happy to hear that. I'm sorry, like, but I'm sorry to hear that you started at Diamond. But that's what my videos will do for you. When was the last Hearthstone video? I think over a year ago. And even then, that was after a long break. And that was like sponsored content that Blizzard, that like Rarin somehow got Blizzard to pay me for. Wraith always a trap? No, there's just not really any rare jokers that are good for me right now. That would be worth an $18 gamble. Ryan's Rumble is 10 months ago? Feels like ages. I'm sure it feels like a lot longer for Rarin when he got embarrassed in his own tournament by a Bellatra streamer. To be fair, day 9 carried, so... What do we think, chat? Is it an idle play? Okay, we just need to cut down on the deck a little bit more, and then the idol will do something. 50 chips. Doesn't matter, I probably should have just sold it. 23 again? Great timing, Castle. Blue. So what we needed is some more rocks. It's gonna be too slow, unfortunately. No, that's not a typo. Local Thunk would never typo. That's simply the Canadian way of spelling consumables. Trust me, I went to Canada once. I think Rarin spells it that way too? Well... Now you're leading me back towards it being a typo. I don't know about that. No. Sorry, I gotta go easier on Rarin and save my negative energy for dreads this coming week. Kind of need to hit something that involves a another glass card. There we go. I think the extra steel might allow me to get here now. Or maybe we had the extra steel earlier and we're just dead. Maybe that helps me get there. We need to hit the glass more frequently. Huh. That's not a good start. Well, I failed to draw the steel and the glass. It's the glass. Not looking good. Dedge. Start next run with an extra $3 at least. GG.
Well met.
Alright, good news and bad news, chat. Bad news, I spilled water. Good news, it just spilled it all over the floor instead of anywhere important. Sleepcats Monday, thank you for the 8. Oh, this is gonna be bad. No, it's not. Calculated. Everyone can see that coming. What an incredible Joker. Never mind, I hate it. What socks are the worst? I mean, socks in general are just awful, and I hate them. And I'm not even weirdly into feet. Here. Alright. Guess we do need some molt after all. Just in defeat, but not weird. Look, I have nothing. I'm not like against people being in defeat, but like too often they drag it into here and make it weird. That's what I'm against. Oh no, we're dead. Too close to June, I suppose. Ooh, okay. That last run failed so that this run can get investment tag anti-1. On the bright side, now we don't have to deal with, like, people being freaks in the comments and proving my point during that last run. Ran. Is there a specific way to get better at Balacho? Play more and watch more Dr. Spectred. There are many ways to get better at Balatro. It is a extremely skill expressive game. There's hardly any luck involved in it at all. Calico Cat, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. That's pretty good. I'm just gonna slow down and make the invisible a little awkward. But we have it. And we have a gold card, which I'm saving the death for anyway. Ehow, thank you for the membership. Well, if it's just Riffraff that goes here, we kind of got two pretty decent jokers. Okay. Perfect time for that to be on diamonds. There we go. I don't really want to get rid of the 6. I guess we are on Ghost deck, so maybe it makes sense here. Do we ever isolate the Ancient Joker with 0 flush levels? Don't think so. 0 flush levels and 0 wild cards. I just don't know if we're staying in the Ancient Joker with the way this is panning out. Maybe I was too greedy passing on the rental photograph. I mean, this golden ticket is just doing too much right now to give up. Hey, welcome, Kirsten. I think in normal circumstances, I take the red seal because that's often better. But because we're playing on Ghost deck, we can get a Deja Vu for the Queen. So I think it makes sense to take the Polychrome. We have one more shop to decide on that. Just make sure this gets played. There's a wild card. Think about the Ancient a little bit longer. Get ourselves a Jupiter. Alright, rip it. Double Ran. It's not terrible. Go Mars mode for a bit. Yep. This goes here. I think I want to try and aim for... Never mind. Clubs. Take some money. Kind of have a fat deck still. And not in a good way. See if we can get the additional gold cards here. Hello? Cavendish just died somewhere? It's right here. It's in the wrong spot. We're on spades, aren't we? death. I'm hoping to strengthen this queen into a king. That's kind of been the goal since I got it. There's the blue. Uh-oh. Alright. I can fix this.
Well met.
Bird Dog. Thank you for the gifted subs. Appreciate that. Does anyone know what the exciting news Roffle was talking about the other day? I know it's not 1.1. Oh god, thank you. Yeah, it's Bean and Zeno are hosting a tournament. You can check their channels for information on that. Mars. Take a blank. I didn't need to buy it this early, though. Ed. Could be worth it to swap the hearts with that in mind. Look for the blue. I've just kind of been completely not paying attention to the Ancient Joker. Maybe I should start. Elder Neglect? Nah. It needs to start. Oh, no, wait. There we go. Egg. Needs to start doing more if it wants to be treated better. This could be a red seal or an immolate. We have a huge deck still. Or it could be nothing at all. Another strength for more queens into kings. We drop a photo. That's not a photo. It's very clearly a smiley face. Spades, we have plenty of those. That's unfortunate. Hidden strength. You'll survive. I think gold seals are good with the sock. Is this too much score? We only have one level and yeah, we're fine. Really? No. No. Yes. We're just gonna have all gold sealed cards, I guess. We want to play this one as much as possible. We want to break this ace. Oh, welcome, Toasted. I would like to get double value off the strength. That doesn't look like it's going to happen there. Close enough. Surely this doesn't kill me, right? It is a worse hand, but since we have the golden ticket, we probably want to move into 5-card hands. There we go. Finally, we can get below 52 cards.
Well met.
Khan, thank you for the gifted subs. Much appreciated. Oh no. This is actually going to be a big one. Another aura check. Bummer.
Well met.
Virus, thank you for the 3. Okay. It's fine. Thank you for the bits as well. I don't know what I want to do with my suits. Look, Chad, if you complain more about the empty Joker slot, I'll just sell another Joker. Don't think I won't. See? It's fine. Actually, we kind of want this. At least I'm not paying the rental anymore. You just don't have the vision, chat. I can't believe you. You just don't understand simple concepts like the trio returning without the rental tag. It's very basic Balatro 101. We need one more gold card, maybe. This, anything? Sort of. I still feel like we should probably be playing towards the Ancient, but I'm making so much money off of these gold cards right now. Want that for the polychrome, and maybe we just make the polychrome wild. Huh? There is absolutely no way. We're actually just dead here. Absurdly bad draws? Like, that should not happen with the size of our deck. That is unbelievably bad luck. Thought luck didn't matter? Shame on me for assuming that chatters understand human conversation. Luck doesn't matter, and there is very little, and luck is a small aspect of Balatro, are two different statements. For, you know, most people. Well, I guess I have to do this because otherwise we have no scoring into the boss. Now we have a small amount of scoring. GG happens to me all the time? No. No, I promise you that statistically unlikely things do not happen to you all the time. Otherwise, they would not be statistically unlikely. That's just how the world works. Or how numbers work, rather. Okay, now this is kind of getting absurd. We have drawn one single diamond. Okay, now they're here. Polio, thank you for the super chat. Yeah. YouTube chatters or commenters understanding like selection bias and all that is not something that we can expect. Okay, there we go. I want this because it's good money. Whew. $1. Y'all's looking out to be this bad. Stop larving about bad luck. People do not have bad luck. In a closed system like Balatro, there is no such thing. You get the same outcomes as everyone else at the same rate as everyone else. You just are remembering the bad outcomes more. We all have the same luck in this game. The game was just a bad seed? Nope. Seed is also not the problem. We'll play a 3-of-a-kind kings if we need to. There we go. This will solve some problems, surely. Rip to that king I just made. That's good enough. Oh, that's a 23. But we might have needed the molt because we are still very weak. Okay. Turns out just having a greedy joker for scoring on ante 3 is not very good. Alright, let's be extraordinarily greedy, and then we'll simply blame our luck when we die. Oh, this is a bad boss blind. I should have rolled harder. That might save me. Nope, we're dead. If I had checked the boss blind, I would have not been so greedy. I did not check the boss blind. There's no chips here, so it's just cooked. Cool. Problem with this play is I can't get the overstock. Unless we can't exactly get the overstock. Alright. Hopefully the overstock gives us, like, an opportunity to find a chip engine. Nightmare. I do kind of want to get the money back in a better spot so that we can actually make use of the overstock. So let's try and just like get through these rounds quickly to get the money up and maybe snag and immolate. There it is. Take that to get my money back. Let's see if we can use this to pivot later. Bolio, thank you for the super chat. Chatters who think Balatro is a luck-based game are the ones who rely on the most of the minor luck-based mechanics in the game. I mean, luck is obviously involved, but like, there's an absurd, there's a high amount of player agency in Balatro that people ignore when they're new to the game. That's true of anything with any amount of variance, I think. But glad you're enjoying the content. Taking the banana here. We took the pack before the banana in case there was a hermit in there. Bonerman. K-Frey, thank you for the super chat. What prompted you to get involved in charity streams? Nothing specific. I just don't always, like, I don't, this is funny responding to a super chat, but I don't feel comfortable with people throwing money at me when that's not a large portion of my income or necessary for me to survive. So I feel like people want that type of outlet for whatever reason, so doing charity streams means it goes somewhere other than my pocket. which makes me feel better about it. Also, the logical community is goated and shows up for big for good causes. That's true too. Like, that makes it a lot easier. We had a 3 of a kind level. I'd say I lost more runs because of bad plays versus bad seeds. Yeah. I would say the same thing. I mean, that's just factually true. That like, if you play well, you should win a large majority of the runs, even on gold stick. We can make more faces that way. We do have, it's like this or this are probably our best bet. Maybe the steel. Don't label me. Thank you for the super chat. Just so you know, though, we don't view it as throwing money at you. I'm supporting great content creators, is in my view. Yeah. And, like, I mean, I only have... I can only do so much to prevent it. So people are gonna... Like, the systems that I stream on make it a part of their, like, offering. And there's only so much I can do to limit it. But, I do appreciate it. It's just not, like, necessary or something that I want to make a focal point of the stream. Actually, it's probably Mars. Mars and Pluto. Banana did not break. Muffin Man, thank you for the super chat. Sorry to hear that, but welcome to the stream. Let's start here, look for Hermit. Purple. That's what we want to death. Has to be done. Well, might not have kept me alive, but did not want to take that chance. We're just all over the place with this telescope, man. This is... think you accidentally got unlucky cards. I think I have to find a 4 of a kind here. I misclicked. Could take this, but I really don't want to. I'd rather just kill the run here. It's kind of struggling as it is. Starting an argument with everyone, like quite literally everyone in chat at this point, is not being chill at all. Like, you do have to chill, man. Okay, that might save me. We finally got a lucky card. And we absolutely needed it. Do I have to take the hack? Feels bad. I think we're just dead. Here, maybe? Cryptid on, obviously, the purple. Wait, we're gonna actually survive this? Bummer. Probably should have just gone on the 4 here, but I chose to be greedy. Hey, welcome, Meryl. Thank you for putting up with dreads last night. Me, on the other hand, I was a perfect angel, as usual. Uh-oh. We should be able to get there. This is a nightmare build, man. You think Ancient Joker in 1.1 will be too strong? I don't know anything about 1.1, so I have no way of answering that. None of us do. One hand type is brutal. Okay, that gives me permission to spend more here, I guess. I think we're just dead for the boss blind, but I've been saying that for several rounds in a row now. It's got to be a pair, and that's just not going to be enough. I also don't know how I'm going to use this immolate when I need the steel in hand to have a chance. GG. Yeah, that was a nightmare run anyway. I'm still a little tilted from that King's run, man. One had capacity to go far. How did you lose 2 runs in a row? Well, I didn't score enough to beat the blinds. I feel like the answer to that question is self-evident. Or is that maybe just a meager attempt at rage bait? See if we can get something with money. Nope. Probably should have just took the hung man there. Slothrops, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. Doesn't really matter. 1 level and 2 pair is pretty good because that's our source of chips at the moment. We can just do this. More 10s. Here, maybe? Well, we hit 10s, but not the lucky ones. We'll go ahead and grab this. We need some help with our chips, and with the trading card, we get back to the interest threshold anyway. Don't forget to sell trading card. Ugh. That's kind of what we're already doing right now anyway. Immolate. It's just better than a Wraith for sure. We all love trousers, do we? I don't. This will be good when the perishable Joker perishes. I don't care about suits right now. May come to regret that later. Probably need the voucher. Maybe not need, but... Okay. I mean, with all those 10s, we could do a full house, but... There's no way we miss a 2 pair here, right? Yeah, I do think I just want to keep cutting away at the low end. Especially if we keep getting the immolates so that we can make a pivot eventually. Hello? Money good? Juggler was trying to career change to Acrobat there. Bro had some moves.
Well met.
Slothrops, thank you for the prime. Kind makes sense. purple definitely makes sense. Absurd draw for the 2-pair believers. Pokemon. It's a pretty big loss. Do love Overstock. Interesting. Guess that demonstrates how much the Slige fellow was doing for us. Bummer. Should have been more patient on the gold seal. I thought I had... Well, I guess we could do this. Okay. It's a little bit of tension between these two. But I think what we want to do is just focus on the Midas Mask, so maybe we get out of this and into the additional Econ Joker here. Okay. Who needs an Econ Joker? How close are we? Actually, we just don't have that many face cards because of the immolates. The purple, probably. And on the purple. Right. I don't want to do a flush house here, I don't think. But I will make some more spades in case we want to make that play later. Also shouldn't have played 5 cards there, should have just gone with the 2-pair. Money. And hand size is good. Another purple. That's probably the priority in our copies. Not right now. This might actually win. Yeah, it wins. I lied. Was very close, though. Is that everything now? No, 3 more. have 9s. I think we have 0 9s now, in fact, yeah. Let's go here. Mars could be something, now that we have so many, a lot of things. Don't think I want to use... If this were an Eternal, I'd take it. The aces. We have plenty of those. We're still so weak right now. It's back. They're purple. You know we're desperate when I'm rolling wheels. Chips. This is likely to be a stone card. It's the one. Ace. Is that a 3 or a 2? It has to be a 3, unfortunately. That one was actually just a blunder. If I played the Queen like I meant to as the scoring card, that would have won. Cool. Banana dies, we die. But I need to get over the interest threshold. That's a shame. Alright, gotta try for a full house. Problem is we're now very poor and unlikely to have much money for the anything that appears in the shop, like that's not enough. It'll be a full house again. We hit. Might need to hit a second one now. Oh. The queen stuck around. It's alright. Oh. At least we have a temperance. Hitting everything but a 7. Okay. Alright. Surely there's something useful in here, right? Good enough. We do need some longer term molt though. Not exactly what I meant. It's probably not even worth paying those hands to get hiker value. I should have just played the highest scoring hand and gotten out because the hiker isn't here for the entirety of the run, hopefully. Gonna take one greedy option here. We're gonna need some high card levels if we want the mime to pay out. purple. Eternal Mime would never betray us. I mean, not taking it in yesterday's run did betray me, so... Gotta learn my lesson, I guess. But the problem is our primary scoring is just about to leave. It's back? No. High card. I have to hit a flush. Okay. I can't farm the high card as much as I'd like to when I need this for scoring. That's not enough. We're dead. I can't believe the Eternal Mime didn't pan out. I think 7s are just good enough to consider going for. We got there. I don't like chasing the full house, but like we didn't really have better options. Should have just taken the Steven. Okay. Okay. Now we're talking. I don't think we're spending on telescope here with a space jonkler. No, 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 not that hand. Oh my god. Overstock? This is maybe a little early. What's going on here? Oh my god, dude. I've had some really bad space jokers lately. This is the best one I've ever seen. This is the last chance for hallucination. Okay, maybe I should keep it, but I'm not going to. Gone a little quiet. Hermit in the pool. Square man. Jeez, we don't even need the square man. We're getting so many levels. Buying planet cards while having spaceman is painful. Whatever you say. Can't believe Spaceman is actually doing something. I'm just as surprised as you are, to be honest. I mean, this green Joker is faking me out. Every time it pops, I think it's Space Joker right behind it. I forgot I picked up the Chad. Gold seal was worth the wall. If I didn't just get rid of a discard, I'd probably go that route. Nice. Spaceman would be a good contractor. What? Do 1 day's work and then dip and go silent for months at a time? He heard us talking. All right then. Yerp. Cool. Shift to that later. My man. This may be the single greatest space Joker I've ever had. Like, this is outrageously good. And, like, the only reason we can take the photograph is because we have 18 levels in pair. That renders the green Joker kind of useless. I will take this, because I passed on the earlier one. Don't think that's a good red seal for us. My god. Where are we? Another blue. Pick another gold as well. Eight. What happens if you sell a luchador on the wall when you're already past the threshold? You win. Just on the spot. That's part of why I took it, is that if I somehow couldn't find the scoring to beat it, I could just rip the luchador and win. So it's a pretty decent hedge into that. We can also use it here to get our discards back. It turns out we might need. Alright, so I guess I know what we're building towards now. Let's do this so that we can more easily play it while dumping hand. The weak of Polychrome? You're not wrong. No, I don't want to do that. Do you want to make more kings? He really loves his Mercury, doesn't he? Yep, yep. Now let's start branching off. We can give ourselves some flexibility into other hands. Hiker's back. here. Now he's going after high card. Bro, this might win because of all those sudden Space Joker hits. Soon you'll have to stop saying foiled again because you got polychrome so much lately. You know, you're not entirely wrong. Never seen this good a showing for him without an oops. I've had an oops, and he's done worse than this. This is absurd. Yeah, obviously, there's an invisible oops here, so... Yeah, we gotta ramp the cat, so let's focus on that for now. Bummer. A lot of hung men in the packs. Nope. The window. My god. This is... I didn't want that to win. He's leveled it up too many times. Space Joker pseudo random. I noticed it triggers more on unloaded leveled hand. That's not how it works. No, it is seeded based on the... We already have polychrome. The order in which you play hands. You're just it's just confirmation bias. You play over-leveled hands, you play fewer because you score enough to win. That's true, too. I'm neglecting my cat.
Well met.
We take that onk for a ride. Doe, thank you for the prime. Yeah, Space Joker essentially has a queue like Lucky Cards and Glass Breakage. This is too cute. nice. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna be cutting down on the deck anyway. Some people just can't be helped, Cully. It's unfortunate. Oh, right. He's back. With a vengeance? Alright, diamonds have been debuffed if I wanted to, like, use that as my suit. Missed again. The Onk is back. The Death is back. Probably correct to get out of that in favor of the Showman. Get out of the Spaceman. He's done so much for us. But it's probably correct. JD, thank you for the membership. I do kind of want to find the Polychrome card. There we go. $23. This is why Spaceman never hits. You get rid of him when he's helping out so much. You're gonna hate what happens to this cat. Or a check. That's 2 in a row again. That's a bad use of my discards. Alright. House. We get by with this. No. Yes. Beautiful. I mean, we probably should just be playing towards 4 of a kind until we get 5 polychromes. Nyom. Excellent. That's why we made it a stone card to begin with. Oh, welcome, Phantom. Just dump it. I was trying to find... Well, I guess it's already there. Never mind, I'm not sure what I was trying to find. Oh, I was trying to find this one. Well, I don't want to have to do that necessarily, but it might be the move. Like, without any extra hand size, I'd rather it just be an idle, especially with the polychrome. It's what we have at the moment. I mean, that's good either way. Okay. Yeah, the flexibility is nice. Ah, that'll win because of the Baron. Don't label me, thank you for the super chat. What's your favorite part of the Bellatra music? I like the part that kind of hits like Risk of Rain. This part, right here. Great timing on the drop. Get off my plane. Here. Alright, what's the deck looking like? 10 kings in a 20 card deck. I have 1-6. It's probably not worth. Sure. It's gonna be a little sad if we do find a mime before we find a sock. There's also dusk available to us. We just have more options with a
Well met.
with an idol. JD, thank you for the sub. Wait. You were just a member on YouTube just a moment ago. Thank you for that additional support. These. Oh my god, that's huge. Which is precisely what she said. Excuse me? I think I articulated it pretty clearly. So we only have 2 cards that aren't 3. Oh, hi, Mark. Cryptid. Just cut these. You don't need that. It might take some time to find that 1-7. Because I feel like even a high card might just win. Not quite. Please break. We have gold cards? Jeez. There it is. It's totally what I meant to do. It's RNG manipulation? Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's how you know I'm cheating. Streamer sells an ember for literally no reason. Must be seed reading. Okay, now we can get out of the trading card. I do have some other stuff that I wouldn't mind cutting out though, so not in a super big hurry. Okay, I mean that's just too good. $144. Don't get too attached to the cat, chat. Just as a warning, I'll keep it for now. Don't shoot the cat? What do I look like, Christy Gnome? I hope not. It's only puppies? I mean, I'm sure she could find it in whatever it is that resembles a heart to make it happen. Overstock plus. In this economy? It's a 50-50 and probably not worth. Gotta go to gold cards for golden ticket. Oh, that's what I didn't want to see. It's fine, there's a sock in here. Huh? There was a sock. I think we actually killed the cat here so that we can get the DNA, not because we need it, but because it's more scoring. DNA isn't great here. It could allow me to print glass. But I'm more thinking about it. I don't have any reroll vouchers, right? Do I need to be a coward? Bummer. Maybe we just don't go glass. He said knowing what happens every time he says that. What if we just choose to be lazy here? Wasn't there a boss reroll skip? Yeah. I don't want to reroll this boss. But I don't know what the next boss is yet. Alright.
Well met.
Maniac, thank you for the 3. We need to get the rocks out since we took the double ecto. To learn how people shave down their deck so small by NT12. This one mostly trading card, but we also got a lot of immolates. But I mean, the real answer is mostly just experience and time. Okay, that one's fine. Get out of here. Yerp. Okay. Just send it. We'll get our money from the rebate. We don't need the lucky card procs. Maybe we need to take a voucher skip just to get director's cut. Egg. Open slot? Oh, you're right. I warned you what would happen if you keep doing that, chat. Yes, third ecto is -3 hand size. That's why it's frequently not a wise decision. Rip it. It's a rare Joker. Egg. Alright. Oh my god. I mean, he's perishable this time anyway, but bro can't take a hint. Yeah, we could do the hiker for the funny. Another Baron? Nothing to death here? I mean, we could play down, but they're both red seal polychrome. Wheel? Doesn't seem like my problem. Wait, I have a gold card? Oh, it's you. Arnav, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, Baron's a day early. Bungler. No, we're just kind of clicking cards at this point until we think we want a Showman. Bloodstone's not it. I have Hone, but not quite Glow Up. The timing of that. Goodbye, hiker. Oh god, no, not another rental though. You count the polychrome as half a scoring in terms of evening triggers? Yes. Right, because it's not perfect, but like 1.5 squared is 225, right? So that's effectively, it's about half as effective as an idol. In the same way that I usually count Hanging Chad as like half a trigger because it's 2 out of 5 triggers. I want to see next Auntie's boss. And that's going away anyway. Second death. You've heard of second life. Now get ready for second death. Yep. That's why we hung onto the luchador. Although I guess we don't really need it. Ooh, worst hits. We're just not going to play down towards the dusk still. Right, because we don't need to. Yeah, we're at E21. I almost sold out of the dusk just so that that didn't happen. If only this were rental, then we could get the full rental lineup. Is it time to add a card? Why would we need to do that? We have 24 cards, that's way more than we need. $420. I guess we should be rolling down harder since we have the showman for a limited time, but it's just the issue is that I don't really have the capacity to farm because of the boss blind. Then copy and sock better. Nope. Not if I want to score. Honestly, we need more scoring effects. I'm going to do this. Wait a minute. Actual first time where the Obamna moment is good for us? Perfect. Now it might be time to copy a sock. We'll check when we get in there. This showman was unbelievable. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Nope, we're idle copying. I guess we could get by with split copy for now, just because we're scoring so much farther beyond what we need. I don't understand how sock can be more useful than some of the other retrigger cards. It's the same. It's just Dusk is annoying. And was a rental. Vessel is not, I mean, there was no boss plan that was going to be painful for us here. Could immolate. kill the run with a third ecto. Go down to 2 hand size. Can we get by without winning in one with this? Probably not, because we got 2 idols. 3 hand size, you got a voucher just now? Oh, you're right. That definitely makes it a good play. Bummer. Play 4 of a kind of farm. Maybe. Mime time. Alright, build's done. So I guess there's less reason to farm now. Minus $3. Look, it just fits in with the other rentals. That still wins? Alright, we're done farming. Farm for the negative oops trust. Negative oops doesn't do anything for me, though. Y'all gotta start coming up with negative jokers that actually have a meaningful impact on the build. Ecto is progressive, so every time you use it, it adds an additional hand size to what it removes. So however many Ectos you've used that run, that's how much hand size you lose from that individual Ecto, not in total. Bummer. There's the dusk. One hand type, I think I can do that. Is any invis hit good here? Essentially, yeah. Because we're at what, like 4 and 5? 4.5, 5, so yeah. Sock was... An effective Sock copy is what we wanted there, but like if it hits Blueprint or Brainstorm, that's... You know, that can be an anything copy. Farm for Nat Negative Juggler? Nah, I'm good. Gonna play the game how I see fit. I probably can just justify taking glass now that we have a bigger hand size and no dusk, though. Don't label me, thank you for the super chat. As the legendary jokers are based on mostly real historical figures, which one do you think would be the most fun to hang out with? Rick? I don't actually know the lore, so I'm a bad person to ask. Didn't, check out this number. Oh no, I'll take the temperance. Didn't like Tribulate do something that was really offensive to royalty? That seems like a cool dude. Canio kind of based, if I recall. I mean, just based on his effect, that might be something. You might be onto something there. Alright, chat. Streamer lied again. We are going glass here. Trib insulted the king and queen so hard he got banished or something? Whatever happened to Jester's immunity? Unbelievable. Trib slapped the queen's rear, and when the king said he was going to be executed unless he could justify it, he said, "I'm sorry, I mistook her for the king." Okay, the last part is pretty funny, but maybe the first part, maybe maybe a little inappropriate. I did that in the wrong order, but nobody noticed. It's fine. What was Canio's deal? Canceling trip for real? Yeah. It's about time. It's about time. Canio was a character in a play? Haven't you listened to modern day prophet Timothy Chalamet? Lisan al-Gaib? Nobody watches live theater anymore. Heelscrap, thank you for the super chat. Shiko was the only jester who was allowed to wield a sword, captured a count during the War of the Catholic League. I gotta start doing some reading or something. Who said that? Muad'Dib. Lisan al-Gaib. All Atreides. The hero. From Dune. And now that I think about it, though, have you ever noticed how Dune just kind of ripped off Star Wars? What's that about? Like, why didn't George Lucas take legal action, especially with, like, owned by Disney now? I thought they were pretty litigious. Is he the hero? Yeah, everybody loves him and wants to be just like him. It's a story of how if you just follow the most important and special boy, everything turns out great. Did you not watch the movies? Or do you just lack media literacy? Slotherop, thank you for the super chat. Have you ever thought about what kind of jokers you'd add to the game? Nope. Game design is not something that interests me. I actually haven't watched Dune. I mean, you should start with the 80s version. Saying media literacy out loud gave me shivers. That's how you know it's working. Arnav, thank you for the super chat. Kenio killed his lover and lover's lover on stage, and chat thinks that's based? Now we need to cancel chat. Yeah, the Kyle MacLachlan, David Lynch Dune is pretty surreal. Like, in a good way. It's not an easy movie to watch, but it is an entertaining one. It's not an easy movie to watch by, like, modern day standards, but and I don't necessarily think it's better than the current iteration, but it's still worth watching. You didn't love Sting in it? Sting was one of the hard parts to watch, I'm not gonna lie. Has anyone been paying attention to my scoring? I've just been yapping. E39? You love to hear it, thank you. Everyone knows both Star Wars and Dune are the copies of The Last Starfighter. The Last Starfighter, the one with Steve Guest. Lance Guest. I have seen that movie. That's a tough watch. I want to know more about the first Starfighter. It's like, that's the one where you like, that's the one that Ender's Game ripped off, right? Where bro was playing a video game and got too good at it. Don't label me, thank you for the super chat. What's your favorite Star Wars media, movie, show, and favorite character? I haven't seen Andor yet, but I hear that's good. Favorite movie is probably either Rogue One or Empire. Last Jedi was okay too, but I haven't watched that in a while. I've kind of stopped. There's too much Star Wars stuff. Yeah, I went back for it because for the nostalgia as a kid, but like they're just kind of rehashing the same story beats over and over again that do not appeal to me. So I will probably not be seeing The Mandalorian and Grogu or whatever. I like the Obi-Wan show. Again, it's just like, that's why, like, I hear Andor is fantastic. I just like, I don't know. I get the urge to vomit every time the thought of watching another Star Wars property comes to mind. But I know technically Andor isn't like that's those same, again, rehashed story beats that I'm complaining about. So I probably should just suck it up and watch it. Andor is generally a good watch, and I don't usually watch any Star Wars shows. I know. But then I like have to get a Disney Plus subscription and do all that. I mean, allegedly get a Disney Plus subscription. And there are other things I'd rather watch. Club. You know, we've gotten really lucky not to encounter any of the boss blinds that kill me. Streamer, you have an inventory slot.
Well met.
Tom, thank you for the 10 months. And Colty, thank you for the bits. Continue to read up on legendaries. I mixed up Kenya's backstory. Perkio is hilarious. He was a known alcoholic jester and guardian of the wine cellars. He responded, "Why not?" when offered another drink. You get on board with that. Right, 39. I'm just gonna go full glass. What's your ultimate goal here? To take the run as far as I can, which is probably about next ante. Seen True Detective Season 1. I have also unfortunately seen True Detective Season 2. I've seen all the seasons. I think that Season 1 is very good. Seasons 3 and 4 are good, but like not at a comparable level to season 1, so they're overshadowed. And then season 2 is just a mess. Season 2 as bad as they say it is. I haven't seen it yet either. I skipped it for several years. I watched season 3 before season 4 came out, and it was pretty good. And then after season 4, I was like, well, I don't have anything else to watch right now. Let's go back to season 2 and see if it really is as bad as everyone says. And you know what? Yeah. It really do be bad. I thought it was just, you know, maybe people unfairly comparing it to the first season because the first season was so good. But no, it's just not a good. Yeah, it's just not a good season of television. The Boys ending was fine. I mean, the Boys ending was pretty obvious, wasn't it? Like that was going to happen. It's just like the they had a whole unnecessary. It was very unsatisfying because like I don't know, nothing really changed. And then also there's like this whole unnecessary story arc about the virus thing that took like 3/4 of the season for no reason. But also the show had gone downhill for a while, long before that. I think I'm starting to realize that maybe the show is just never good. And that's okay. It was entertaining at times. Ouch. Maybe the show ran by Amazon Inc. won't make the statements necessary of the environment in which the story takes place. Maybe the show got too popular because it seemed like they were able to make, or they were pulling less punches in the early seasons. I don't know. $7 years just to make a lackluster ending? Look. The issue is that nearly every show that isn't just like episodic doesn't need to go on for as long as The Boys did. You just don't need 5 seasons of every television show. I hate to give it to them, but the British are kind of cooking with like the mini-series and anthology bits that they do. They know how to pace out a television show. Adolescence, Lord of the Flies was pretty good. Like, if you extend something beyond it having a story to tell, it starts to drag on after a while. Like at Westworld, if Westworld were just a simple miniseries that started and ended with season 1, perfect piece of television. But then they went on to the additional seasons and unlucky. Worried about Fallout now? It is an unfortunate trap that a lot of, like, you know, 45 one-hour episodes of the same story arc is not, or of the same general story is just excessive and unnecessary. Breaking Bad was 5 seasons and none of these problems? Breaking Bad is one of the greatest television shows ever made, but to say it had none of those problems is maybe an overstatement. There were some episodes that dragged, and there were some episodes that were maybe a little bit gratuitous. The Fly episode, I'm in the minority. I like the Fly episode. I know, like, it's it is absolutely gratuitous and unnecessary. All the things I'm claiming to hate, but it was different, and I enjoyed it.
Well met.
Leo, thank you for the gifted subs. Alright. We get to die here with our pride. And a bunch of people really angry in the YouTube comments telling me how their favorite show definitely needed all of those episodes. It's true, you just don't understand. You have to get through the first 500 episodes of One Piece and then it really starts to take off, streamer. What are you talking about, streamer? Each one of those is definitely justified and earned. Look at that, chat. We didn't even break all our glass. Tired of people pretending Always Sunny didn't fall off a cliff after season 13? I hate to say it, but, like, there's a reason every time I pull up It's Always Sunny, I'm not going to the current seasons. I'm going straight back to the reruns. GG. Polio, thank you for the super chat. I think Invincible and other shows have done a really good job for a while, despite the Invincible's animation quality. Writing's good. I haven't watched, or I'm not caught up on Invincible, so I'll hold my opinion on that because I don't have one. I love my One Piece with all my heart, but it definitely repeats and drags. Okay. Unironically, first ever honest One Piece enjoyer. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Roffle watched Full Metal Alchemist. The only anime I enjoy is Family Guy. I'm gonna send you over to Doc. I actually I haven't watched Family Guy in decades. But it's good bait, right? Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with a big number day.